In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at r/GachaLifeCringe. Now, this is pretty crazy, guys. Some of the stuff on here is just absolutely disgusting. Make sure you guys stick around to the end. Also, over 90% of you are not subscribed, so please subscribe. So if you guys don't know, Gacha Life is actually a children's game that has a lot of very weird things in their community. Not things that I would normally say would come from a children's game. And the r/GachaLife subreddit is essentially a place on Reddit in which a bunch of people actually compile the most cringe and disgusting things from Gacha Life that children have actually created and compiled them on the subreddit. Now, I decided for this video, let's actually take a look at some of these posts and really find out how bad Gacha Life community is. Now, let's actually take a look at this very first post. Now, this first post actually shows a student and a teacher in something pretty weird, I would say. It's not something that you would normally want to see in a children's animated character game. However, I'm just going to give it the benefit of the doubt, and we'll really just go away from the information. But just straight up, even without the information of something very inappropriate, this is still a very disgusting image. This is not the kind of image that you'd expect, even in a non-sexual manner. It is still pretty disgusting. This image is completely disgusting from a children's video game, specifically. That's what my argument is. Because if it was from an adult's game or something, maybe you could make the argument that it's adults, whatever floats your boat. But the fact that children are doing this is just time to move on to the next post. Now, this next one is just as disgusting, or even more disgusting than the previous one. Essentially, it is conveying this person's fantasy for the President Donald Trump. Now, personally, I don't really like Donald Trump, and I'm sure a lot of you guys may agree with me on that, but despite our opinions on him, this is still pretty disgusting. This person, in a children's game, like this is most likely a very young child, is displaying a fantasy of meeting the president and doing something that is implied to be very inappropriate. Now, I don't think this is really a good thing in any context, no matter what way you put it. The fact that this is coming out of a child's character game, something that children, very young children, often 8 or 9 years old, actually play. The fact that this is coming out of it is just disgusting. And this is a very large amount of children, because a lot of the small channels from kids are actually Gacha Life channels on YouTube, which gives a very good indicator that there is a large audience of people playing this game, which indicates that there could be a lot of people thinking these very similar things, which is not a great thing for a game, obviously, if there's a lot of people in the fan base thinking these very disgusting things that realistically shouldn't be going on at all. But this is happening. This is very disgusting. I don't know how any of this fan base is like this. I don't know how people end up thinking like this and think that it's a smart idea to go and put this into a game. Now, obviously, these are children, but the fact that this is going on in this community and not many people actually know about it. Where are the parents of these children? Where are the people controlling what actually happens? This is absolutely disgusting. How is this going on? Like, I don't get it. It makes zero sense to me. The first two posts that I actually showed you guys were quite disgusting, and they're ones that I don't really believe should be going on in any way, shape, form, or context. And they're things that I don't think are appropriate in any context, and that I do not think should be coming out of a children's video game. However, the next one is really bad. Now, if you thought these two were bad, well, this next one is just as or even more disgusting than both of these combined. Now, the reasoning behind this is just the pure context of it and the way in which it is portrayed, which is not great. And the demographic that it is coming from, because you gotta keep in mind, these are all kids doing this. And that's pretty disgusting. Like, the fact that they're thinking in this way. Very young children, not teenagers, not people of that age. No, we're talking about 9 to 12 years old, which is maybe on 12 you might think some of this might come up, but still, 9-year-olds to 10-year-olds coming up with any of this kind of garbage is just disgusting. I don't know why they're having thoughts like this and how this is actually playing out in Gacha Life, but without further ado, let's take a look at the next post. So this next one is actually of Joe Biden and Donald Trump in a very weird manner that obviously isn't realistic in any way, shape, or form, and I would probably actually say this goes as far as slander. However, obviously this is from children who are quite naive and quite dumb, but I really don't think this kind of thing should exist on the internet. it is not the kind of thing that you should put out on the internet. I don't know who would think that this is a smart decision to put on the internet. Now, my biggest question is, who is monitoring this? Who is making sure that these children are not posting this kind of thing? By the looks of it, no one is. No one's monitoring what they're doing online. No one's actually monitoring what's going on in their life. And parents are actually there for a reason. It's to actually help them do the right thing and to actually help them progress. However, this seems like people are going backwards and becoming dumber and dumber by posting this kind of garbage onto the internet, which is just disgusting to say the least. It's even more than disgusting. I would say it's just horrible stuff that I don't even want to see on the internet. It shouldn't be on the internet. I shouldn't be able to make a video about this because it's so disgusting. Like, I don't know who thinks this is a smart decision to post on the internet. Now, with this very specific post, it's just in many ways wrong, because these two people did not want to be involved in this. Why are you putting them in this image? Now, you could say, oh no, it's just a fantasy. Even so, it's just disgusting that you're putting them in this context just for your own desire or want. This is disgusting. Who does this? Why? And the fact that this is coming from children is just so bad. I don't know why this is allowed. I don't know how Gacha Life isn't in any legal trouble for actually allowing this kind of thing on their platform, because it's pretty bad stuff. I don't know why it's allowed on there. It's not stuff that for a children's platform should be on there, or any kind of platform. This is pretty disgusting stuff that you wouldn't expect on there. But none of this is a joke. These are people being dead serious, and I'm surprised because I've never heard anyone be dead serious about anything like this. Now, without further ado, let's actually get into the conclusion of this video. I'm going to go over why I think this whole subreddit is just absolute trash. In conclusion, the Gacha Life community is just an absolute cesspool of garbage, and as shown by this subreddit, all the stuff that they're putting out is pretty garbage. Now, obviously, there's a lot of people in the community that are not like this, but the fact that so many people are doing things like this, lots and lots of people and lots of videos on YouTube are going out about this, really shows that this community has a lot of problems, and there needs to be a lot solved with it. Now, whether this is a legal trouble or a parenting trouble, it needs to be solved one way or another, because this kind of thing coming from children is just disgusting, and this thing going out in this community is just weird. I don't know why it's allowed in here. I don't know who's allowing this. I don't know why there's not more control on this, because this is the kind of thing that needs to be paid more attention to. Less on the violent video games and more on these disgusting people in these communities doing this kind of thing. Now, obviously, these are probably just children, and I guess they may be a bit messed up, but I really don't think that it is unsolvable. I think these people could be easily solved if they were told that this kind of thing is just disgusting and not to put it onto the subreddit. Well, not the subreddit, to put it into the community, because I don't need this kind of thing circulating around, and I think a lot of people agree with me. Now, if you guys did enjoy this video, do not forget to drop a like on the video, subscribe to my channel, turn on all notifications, and comment down below what you actually thought about this video, because it was pretty weird for me, honestly. And also, let me know if we get 200 likes, I'll do another video like this. Anyways, guys, peace out.